while I was living here, I always had a full-time job, and I was cooking at this restaurant, like behind the river, and there was a month, it was March 2010.
Yeah, I remember this month.
There were literally 14 shows here that month, and I probably worked 20, 23 days that month.
Like 9 days straight.
It was like a festival. Tit Wrench happened here 3 days consecutively at Glob. It was literally like the whole month was a music festival, and I didn't know up from down. I would get off work and come home and just start setting up and cleaning for a show and be so exhausted from the night. It would all just tumble into, one cohesive month. And I didn't have like not for one moment did I was like, man, complaining or anything. I was just in love with it the whole time.
Yeah.
To be so saturated in the culture and just so saturated in like, yes, this is what we're doing. This is what I come home to while everyone at work like goes home and eats ice cream and watches like American Idol. I'm like at home rocking it and making art and music and like having a blast
making
with all of these interesting people. That month kicked ass.
Oh, Kevin saw an orgy once in the back.
Yeah, I saw the start of an orgy. They were being shy though. I got real bored. I just peeped in to see how it was going, and it wasn't.
When I was coming down here so often, it was Buddy, Warren, Travis, and Brittany at like every freaking show. But while I was living here, Travis, Buddy, and Warren were all here while I started. Brittany had already moved out. And slowly but surely, Buddy moved out, and then we had then Darren and Kevin moved in, who I thought were actually going to take this place over. And when I went to go work in California for a couple months, Warren, who'd actually been the leaseholder, moved out, which was really surprising to me because he was still on the agreement, signed the lease. I was like, Warren's gone.
It sort of naturally had to happen. Like, you can't live in a place like Rhinoceros forever. I lived there for 5 years, and it was amazing, but it's like, it's chaotic and crazy over there, and like, there has to come a time where you sort of, do something else.
I moved in here, and I don't know, I wanted to help out with the space and maybe book shows and just try and make this place better.
We were worried about that. We're like, damn, the people who started it, they're like, we're moving out. And the future was kind of uncertain over there because we didn't have anyone to take it over, really.
And Warren asked around. Warren asked me if I wanted to re-sign the lease, and I kind of just threw my hands up and was like, no, I don't know, because Larry,
a lease is scary.
Or because the landlord here wants 2 years, and it's like, I don't know where I'm going to be in 2 months, like.
Luckily, it just happened. Chris Weston moved in and sort of took over the lease, and then, now there's a younger generation in there.
So when Chris signed the lease, I was like, really excited to have someone super progressive that wanted to do something with the space till May 2013.
That's sort of what has to happen, though. I think they're really into it, like it's a passing on of the torch, kind of.
I consider it pretty open. Like, I know there's people who are very intimidated by a place like that because they think they're not cool enough to go there. But I know, like, in every way that counts for most people, I'm not cool enough for anything. So, but I never felt like I wasn't welcome there. Anyone can get a show there if they really wanted to. I saw Hot White play there when they were 16 years old. Places like that, if it wasn't for that, there'd be like a door closed to people under a certain age to experiencing and making like interesting music, whereas that's just a door that should never be closed, in my opinion. So I do feel that it's more welcome than some people appreciate. That's a good thing for any society or any city, any culture, any art scene. And I felt like they created a place where someone like me could go, because I don't feel like I've ever fitted anywhere my entire life. I could go there to see something that was more challenging than something that had already been processed over by, you know, the powers that be and say, this is good music, son. I could go there and see something as it was developing instead of something that's already established.
Some of my best experiences here have been when I created artwork or music, and I could see people appreciating it. You know, just like genuinely doing something that came from my heart, and then knowing that it was received and people were appreciative or even inspired by it. And that's really important, you know, to just, it's sort of I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It's like validating.